We move to the Mountain West, one of the more fun conferences to talk about. Favorites in this conference: Utah State, New Mexico, and San Diego State. I would say it's looking pretty likely that we'll see all three of them in the tournament. So who's a potential sleeper slash maybe we're even if we may even go far enough to say a bid stealer here?
Colorado State's won 7 in a row. I know nobody wants to play them. They have all the pieces. They shoot it well, especially recently. Um, and Grand Canyon as well. Nobody wants to play them either. This is a tremendous team. Well coached, obviously, with Coach Drew. Those two teams, I think, can really, really make noise. It wouldn't shock me at all if either of them won the Mountain West tournament.
Yeah, Grand Canyon has really carried a great variability of results. I think it goes, the best way to mention is I think just a week or so ago, they won at San Diego State and then turned around and lost at home to Wyoming. That shows you how all over the place that team is. But if they show up in the Mountain West tournament hot, they could definitely win it. But I got to go with you on this one. Colorado State getting very, very hot down the stretch. And a team that, obviously new coach this year, even though Ali Farokhmesh, obviously a very famous March Madness hero from back in the day. But this team also did very well in March last year. If I'm remembering correctly, I think they won the conference tournament to make the tournament,
Yep.
pulled a 5-12 upset, and then were literally a shot away from the Sweet 16.
Yep. Yep.
So I think they're ready to do it again. That's definitely a team I'm looking at. Let's go with our picks here. Who do you have?
Man, this is one that I go back and forth on. I really do. Just 'cause, like, there's I feel like so many of these teams could win this conference. I'm gonna go with New Mexico though, just because I feel like they give you both. They can score, they defend. Um, that's just my gut feeling with them. Um, Utah State's played well. San Diego State is a team that I love the way they defend at a high level. Um, but I'm going to go New Mexico.
Man, we keep thinking alike. New Mexico was my first gut, but because this Mountain West tournament is too crazy for both of us to pick the same team, I'll go with Utah State. Utah State has been um, definitely the top team in this conference all year. Very impressive team that I think could even go on the run in the NCAA tournament, depending on whether they can avoid that 8-9 line or not. I don't think anyone wants to be in the 8-9 this year. Which the way those teams in that range are losing lately, you can tell they really are trying to avoid it. But yeah, I think Utah State looks like they could be a really good team here. The
Agreed.
NEC. But yeah, Nexion. Favorites here, Long Island and Central Connecticut State, kind of 1 and 2, kind of separated themselves a little bit. Is there a potential sleeper that can create some really crazy chaos?
Well, Mercyhurst isn't eligible, but they have what it takes to get it done. Um, uh, they have a tremendous guard in Bernie Blade, who's just who can fill it up. He can get hot. So I mean, I'm not going to put it past them. Lemoyne is interesting as well. Just they have some really solid pieces. They have a solid center in Shiloh Jackson. Missed some time this year. Tennessee Rainwater, one of the best names in college basketball.
Yes.
He can make it rain, that's for sure. I mean, he gets started. Um, but neither of those teams are eligible, so it's kind of an interesting quirk here. Where if those two teams play for the conference championship, the NEC has said that they will play a separate game between the two teams that would quote. Let's just say they lose in the semifinal and we have a Lemoyne Mercyhurst championship, they would then play the two semifinal teams that lost to see who goes to the NCAA tournament because of the worst rule ever that a team transitioning can't make the NCAA tournament. Let's not reward teams for playing up. How about that?